Hi Leo, welcome to my channel. My name is Kim. So today, Leo, you guys got the Hermit Crab, which I don't have a card of, but I feel like you got that last week, or somebody last week got that. And then you guys got the 4-leaf clover and the stork. So it's interesting, these cards all together. The Hermit Crab, I was getting that you want to hide, like you're hiding. Sometimes, you know, the Hermit Crab can be seen symbolically as like protecting yourself, right? Because like they're in their shell, they don't come out unless they need to come out, and that's what I feel like you're doing right now. You're hiding. You're like putting your head down and you're like inside. And the stork talks about transition, so you're hiding. I don't know why. Whoa, sorry. I don't know necessarily why you're hiding, but I do know that I feel like you're like a little bit scared. You're a little bit frightened. That's what I'm getting, Leo. I'm getting someone who's just scared. You feel like you need a lot of luck in whatever change you're trying to make. That's another thing. Like you feel like you need as much luck as you can get when it comes to this transition. Because again, there's a transition that you're wishing to make with the stork. And you're like, oh, I need luck when it comes to this transition. So I get that. But then again, you're hiding. So I feel like there's something, you know, when you like, you're a kid and like you steal something from your parents, like, you know, like you get candy, they like, you know, like they hide the Halloween candy and you find it and then you're like eating it and then like you're kind of caught red-handed. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting with this read. It's like you went and you found the Halloween candy and you're eating it, and then like someone's coming into your room, so you're hiding it under your pillow. And they're like, oh, so what are you doing? You're like, oh, nothing. That's literally the vibe I'm getting. So it's like you're kind of planning something, or you're like trying to do something. But I feel like you're kind of keeping it a secret. And that's what I'm getting with the Hermit Crab. Like there's some sort of secret or some sort of hiding that's like happening. And I don't think it's necessarily like bad that you hide it. I think maybe, you know, sometimes I think because of my house placements, I always feel like doing things in private is best. Like I'm that type of person. So yeah, I feel like always like keep things in private, especially if you don't know if you can trust a person, especially if you don't know like how someone's going to react, like, and you already 100% know what you want, then like I would keep it a secret as well. But that's kind of the vibe I'm getting. It's like you found the Halloween candy and you're just like, you know, you're like, yeah, I'm hiding the candy like behind my pillow. I just don't want anyone to know that I have it. And obviously, like, candy's going to bring you a lot of joy. Like, you know, like, everyone loves Halloween candy. But, yeah, that's what I'm getting with this, Leo. It's like you're hiding the candy because, I mean, again, I don't know why specifically. But, yeah, you're hiding the Halloween candy from somebody. Maybe your parents. I don't know. Like, somebody you're hiding the Halloween candy from with. And you're, like, I think you're making a plan here. You know, like, you're doing something here, but it's in secret. So that's what I'm getting, Leo. Let's figure out what the secret is. But, like, I'm getting that you're doing it to secure what you're doing. Like, if you didn't do it, like, again, if their parents found the Halloween candy, they would take it away, right? So that's what I'm getting. Like, you're keeping it a secret for a reason. You're not doing it because you were trying to be, like, surreptitious. Well, you are being surreptitious, but you're not doing it in, like, a malicious way, or, like, you know, I don't think there's any, like, bad vibes here. Like a kid wanting candy, there's nothing bad about that. It's just the fact that that's what they want. Do you know what I'm saying? And they go and they look around the entire house to find it, and then when they find it, they're like, okay, let me hide it good now, right? That's what I'm getting, Leo. Let's see what this is about. All right, Leo. Who knows what you're doing, Leo? Honestly, I know you're planning something here, but there's a lot of breakup and old, like, okay, so we have the 6 of Cups in reverse, we have the Ace of Cups in reverse, and we have the 2 of Cups in reverse. Okay, so these are all these like relationship cards in reverse, right? So either you broke up with somebody, right? I think you want to break up with someone. That's what I'm getting with all these cups in reverse. I feel like there's an ending coming here. That's literally what I'm getting with this. You've made your decision. With the Lovers in reverse, I feel like that's a decision already made, right? Like the Lovers is like, I'm planning something, I'm not sure about it. But you even have the Three of Wands, right? The Three of Wands is already like, you're taking action, and you have the Moon in reverse. So you're not confused about what you're doing. You're very sure what you want to do. And I feel like what you're desiring right now is to end some sort of relationship. With the Six of Cups in reverse, the Two of Cups in reverse, Ace of Cups in reverse. Okay, like I feel like this is definitely like an ending. Yeah, you want a new beginning elsewhere. Like you don't want to heal the situation with this person. And it's actually not because you're not balanced, because the balance card is coming out here. So you know when someone's like, oh, you know, you're not putting work into a relationship because you're imbalanced, like, you know, you're misguided at this time. You're not misguided because the masculine feminine card is coming upright. So whoever this person is, this Leo, this is the vibe I'm getting. Somebody here is putting their head down because they have big plans, right? With the Three of Wands, the Three of Cups, there's plans here. There's a plan here. Three of Wands is like on your way somewhere, right? And Leo, you're not confused. That's what I'm getting. You're not confused about what you're doing. Even though a lot of people are going to say you're misguided, you're not. You're like, you know what you're doing, especially with the masculine feminine card coming up right. You have thought and wisdom upright. You have divine timing upright, and you have the maiden upright. So everything here is telling me that you literally know exactly what it is that you want. But with the Hermit crab, I feel like that's an energy, of course, of like protecting yourself, right? And hiding like your plan. And I feel like, again, why would you want to hide your plan? Because I don't think someone wants to necessarily know that they're about to get broken up with. So that's kind of the vibe I'm getting here. There's definitely an ending here, though, with the Six of Cups, the Two of Cups in reverse, and Ace of Cups in reverse. There's definitely an ending of a relationship. But you see clearly now with Judgment and the Ace of Wands, there's like, you're not going to get what you want in terms of like this passionate new beginning with this person. You know how sometimes like couples are like, you know, we can make this work, we can try again, we can like, you know, I know so many people like this, and let me tell you, it doesn't work out in that way. Again, I'm always for like fighting for love and fighting for relationships. I think like people let go of relationships too easily nowadays because there's so many options. So I'm definitely not like the person that's like let go of a relationship. I'm definitely on the board of like keep fighting for it, etc., right? But in this instance, I see, again, I'm not getting a lot about other people, but I'm getting like the vibe of someone who's like, you know, when someone's like, well, if we get married, things will get better. Or like, if we have a baby, that'll fix everything. Or maybe if we move to a new location, that will like put the spark back in this relationship. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I know a lot of people who like have kids to try to fix a relationship, and I always think that's like a terrible idea because you're putting a kid in an unstable environment where you're already about to like break up, so you're like, oh yeah, let's bring a kid into it. I don't know if that's just like my cultural people's thing that they do, but yeah, maybe it's just like a world thing where people just have kids to like fix shit. But those are like band-aids on, not even like wounds, those are band-aids on like the leg is broken. You know what I mean? Like the leg is broken, you need a cast, or you need a cast, and you're putting like a band-aid on a broken leg, right? Like that's what I feel like having a child is, or that's what I feel like moving away is. Somebody here, Leo, is like, I don't know if this is you. I mean, I think this is you. Maybe this is reversed. Maybe somebody's planning to break up with you. So again, you're going to know the energy here. But I feel like with Judgment and the Ace of Wands, it's like nothing can really heal the situation, right? Like no new beginning here is going to salvage this relationship. That's what you're saying. It's like, it doesn't matter if you take time off from work and we spend more time together. It doesn't matter if you know, move in with me. Like wherever you're at in your relationship, I just feel like you already know that it doesn't matter what new thing happens here, this is not going to be salvaged. There's nothing healing this situation. There's nothing that's going to be able to fix this. And you know what, Leo? I'm really proud of you because I think it's hard to take a look at a relationship and, you know, find that it's not working and be very clear about what it is that you want and want to communicate that very, like, you know, it's like a shitty situation to have to tell somebody that it's not working, but I feel like you're making the best out of a shitty situation. You know what I mean? And the best that you can do is just be very clear with this person that you already have put in the thought of like putting work in, and you've already put in the thought of like doing things differently, and you just don't think that it's salvageable. And you feel with thought and wisdom here, you know that if you stay in the situation, you're just betraying yourself with the Ten of Swords. So This is someone who's very, very clear. And Leo, I really like that energy because I don't think you're ready to say it with the Page of Swords. I think also you've maybe tried to break up with this person before and you haven't had like the actual willpower to do it. That's why I'm getting this Hermit Crab vibe, I think, because you're just like, I don't know, you're a little afraid to do it. I don't know, you know, who wants to hear like the reaction of someone who's hurt, you know? I think that's what it is. It's like you just don't want to hear somebody cry. You don't want to hear somebody like, I don't know how this person's going to react. I've seen really bad breakups, so I get that. But I feel like you know with wisdom and these two cards that you know that like if you stay in this situation, you're going to be hurting yourself. You're going to be betraying yourself, right? So you're going to go. And where are you going? I was like asking like, where are you going with the meaning and divine timing? You're going towards your 10 of Pentacles. You feel like you've been shut out from your own 10 of Pentacles. So it's like this whole time, this is what I'm getting. It's like this whole time you might have been, like, let's just say you're in a marriage or you're in a relationship and you have kids. This whole time you've been feeling like apart from it. Like you don't feel like you belong in this like scenario, in this scene. So it's like, you know when you're like at a family, okay, I don't know why I'm getting this movie. Have you guys ever seen Bend It Like Beckham? In Bend It Like Beckham, she's like at her sister's wedding and she's just thinking about like going to play soccer, right? She's just like, she's very separate from where she is at. Like she's not in the moment. She's not enjoying herself. She's not like having a great time at the wedding because there's somewhere else that she'd rather be, right? So that's the vibe I'm getting here. It's like you don't feel like you belong in the scenario that you're at because there's somewhere else that you'd rather be, and that's where you're gonna go. Yeah, you're like look at all these cards. You're not putting work into this anymore. And I feel like if you did, it would just be a lie at this point. Yeah, the Two of Cups and the Ace of Cups in reverse. So yeah, Leo, very clear read. You're very clear. I like that though for you because I just feel like, again, the only problem like I see here is like that Hermit Crab energy where you're a little scared. But actually, I don't think you're scared. I think you're just protecting this idea for a second. Like, you know how the kid is protecting his candy? It's just like, you know that if you told a lot of people about it, people would come and eat your candy. Or like, you know what I mean? So it's just like, I'd rather just keep it under wraps for right now. Like, I wonder where you're going with the Three of Wands. I think you're just leaving the relationship, but let's see if you're going anywhere specifically. I think there are a lot of energies about kind of stopping you in the moment right now, which is why maybe you're in the Hermit Crab mode or why you're like kind of like keeping everything under wraps right now. But you really feel like you need luck in this transition. And I'm going to tell you something. You don't need luck. You need to be clear, right? You need to be very clear. You seem to be very clear, so I feel like you're fine. But you can't be wishy-washy because I feel like this person that you're trying to kind of end things with for whatever reason, again, it sucks to like end relationships, but whatever. I'm on like the side of like explaining things to Leo because that's who I'm reading for right now. So I think that you're trying to head towards wish fulfillment. Like that's at the bottom of the deck. And I think this person's going to try to, you know, put up a lot of scenarios of how you could fix this relationship. And I feel like that would be the only thing that somebody had something like this last week where it was like, you know, you want to try for this person because they're like begging you, like, oh, you know, we have a kid, it'll get better. We go to counseling, it'll get better. Again, you might do that for this person, but I feel like you're only stalling yourself. You already know like the inevitable thing that's going to happen here. So I feel like you should just cut it off at this point. Yeah. You can get stuck here, so that's the only thing I see for you. If you're not clear with this person about what it is that you want and you're like wishy-washy, and like you feel like you know you just can't do it, then this person is going to be like the type of person to manipulate you into giving it more time. Honestly, I feel like you've already tried to break up with this person before, or maybe you have broken up. I feel like this might be like an on and off thing at this point. Maybe it wasn't in the beginning, but it is now. So it's just kind of like you need to stop. Again, it's like you're putting a band-aid on a broken leg. It doesn't work anymore. Let's pull a Divine Feminine for you. It's so interesting here that you guys got Lolita because she is the red goddess of desire. And you have desire here, right? So there's something, again, that you really desire, but I feel like it's hard for you. But they're saying that playfulness is a spiritual power. Laughter leads me back to light. I think that you're headed towards laughter. You're headed towards being playful. Like there's something here that I feel like it's like you have like a heavy burden and you want to release it, right? Because this is how you feel. I feel like as you stay, you feel more and more like in this 10 of Swords energy, which is a terrible energy. And we also have 10 and 10, right? And then the 1. So there is an ending here. And I feel like you're kind of like, I think this person can easily convince you because you feel bad. This is like a guilt kind of thing. And what I would say, Leo, like I think what Lolita is trying to say here is that, okay, so she's saying that we don't have to suffer our way to what we want. The path to what we desire and to become the soul we need to be in order to receive it can be paved with joy, divine play, and with a sacred process of lightening up all along the way. So it's an interesting thing, right? Because, you get that energy of whatever you're desiring seems to be a little bit like it's going to hurt somebody. But what I'm getting with her coming out and her saying that, like, this is the sacred way and, like, that is the path to, like, joy and lightness is one, a confirmation that you're doing the right thing, like, in leading this path. And, again, leading. Yeah, you got stag spirit. Take the lead. So, when someone is in a relationship but they don't really know like there's something better out there and they're like in a toxic relationship or an unhappy relationship, it's like when people get used to each other and they don't like necessarily know that someone can love them so much better. Like it just seems that this relationship, there is no, every cup here is in reverse, there doesn't seem to be like love here anymore. And it's like to hold on to this person would actually just be more selfish. You know what I mean? Because it's like you don't genuinely want to be with this person anymore. So it's like you can give this person a chance at real love I'm not saying that the love you had with this person isn't real, but it's like there's something about the red goddess coming out and being playful and like lighting the way and taking the lead, right? It's like maybe the person you're with doesn't understand that there is so much better, right? Like maybe you do, but they don't. So again, they're going to keep fighting for something that isn't working, but you already know that there's something better. And that's what I'm getting. It's like maybe you have to be the one to take the lead because this other person that you're connected with doesn't understand that. Do you know what I'm saying? And maybe that other person is younger than you. You know what I mean? And that could be the case, that they're younger and they're a little bit more inexperienced and they think that this is like all that it is in a relationship, and you're like, no, there's so much more. And that's why like I know I have to leave, but this person might not get that. So that's what I'm getting here, Leo. Like the person that you're with might see this as like everything, but you know that there's more out there. And I think that that's kind of like a responsibility on your end. But with take the lead, they're telling you to take the lead. Like, yeah, it's okay to be the hermit crab for a little bit and keep protecting your plan, and you need luck in this transition, and we get that. But you have to be the one to take the lead and to move forward. And I just get that this other person doesn't know any better. So they are going to try to fight for this, but it doesn't mean that they're right. Okay? So yeah, Leo, I love you. I hope this helps, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.